Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Miranda Moon Magic. So this reading is going to be for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if you have that sign in any of those planets or your ascendant, then this reading is for you. So this reading is going to look at just kind of the general energies going on in 2020, what to look forward to, things that are happening. Or that could happen, and guidance on how to deal with them. It could be love, career, self, spirituality, and just general energies. This is a general reading, so if the energies don't resonate with you, you could come back later in the year and check on everything and see if something resonates that maybe you didn't think would at the beginning of the year. And also, if it doesn't resonate for you, you can check out the other sign readings, your moon, Venus, or your rising sign, and hopefully you're able to get a message in one of those readings. In my meditation before this reading, a few things that I received, a few words, signs that I got in my meditation was the term devotion. I say devotion. So devotion. I feel like you guys are going to be very loyal to the people you love this year. And unfortunately for some of you guys, that could kind of like bite you in the butt a little bit. It's like you're going to be devoted and loyal to the wrong people possibly. I feel like timing is very important for you guys this year. I got the image of a clock and the hands moving around, and it's like you guys kind of just waiting for something to happen, or this could even be a message or a symbol for you guys of waiting for things to change and maybe not putting the action in that's necessary for change to happen, and kind of just like sitting and trusting the universe and expecting change to fall into your lap. When in fact timing is very important, and the timing of things are important for when you need to take action. But if you're not getting out there, love isn't gonna come in. Oh, and I didn't mention, if you guys if this is your sun sign, I recommend, if you're more interested in emotional stuff, you guys check out your moon sign, people around you and energies coming towards you, other people's opinions of you. Watch your rising, and for love, watching your Venus sign. But I feel like you guys are kind of just sitting there expecting love or something like that to fall into your lap, when you guys need to put yourself out there. But at the same time, putting yourself out there might not do anything, because I don't feel a strong energy of love in 2020 for you guys, which could be disappointing for you guys. And if you want to click off the reading, you could just, you might want to do that right now, but hear me out. I feel like you guys in the past have gone for the wrong people, and you've put your loyalty and devotion into the wrong people. And 2020 needs to be a year for you guys to kind of put love on pause and focus on your self-love. I feel like that's super important for you guys. I also got the message beauty in nature. So I think going into nature and maybe meditating in nature, possibly I got the message of pets and nurturing, maybe adopting a new animal this year, putting your love into things that aren't just other people romantically, focusing on your family, your friends, putting love into the animals, seeing beauty and love in nature. I feel like that needs to be a focus for you guys this year. I also saw the number 17 or 7. So some of you guys, your birthday might be December 7th or December 17th. I'm actually filming this video on December 17th. So some of you guys, as I'm talking, it could be your birthday if you're a Sagittarius sun. And if you're not, just the day 17 could be important. That also comes down to 8. So something possibly happening in, is that August? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, August. So something may be happening in August or July, because I also got the number 7. 7 or 17. The angel numbers 7, 77, 8, 88, 888 could also be significant to you guys in 2020. I also got the message that there could be a career shift in 2020. So maybe you guys are transitioning from one job or to the other. Something that may come a little bit unexpected. This could also be moving from school to a job. I feel like you guys, any anxieties you have, any emotions you guys have with love, or even a possible breakup for some of you guys this year, putting those emotions into writing or poetry is really important. I also get the image right now of you guys kind of maybe feeling the need to text someone from your past or an ex in the year of 2020, and then deciding not to send it. Like, it's like you're writing out this huge book of a text, and it's like just all your emotions you're just like spilling onto this person, and then you decide that not to send it, and that was the best option for you because you were able to get your emotions out. Hi, Emmy. You were able to get your emotions out, but you didn't. Oh, speaking of pets, maybe adopt a little kitty cat. Hi, Emmy. Can you get down, please? Thank you, Em. Go over there, Em. Yeah. Also, if you guys have a kitty already, putting all your love into your kitty and really appreciating that love and being grateful for it. Right, Em? Right? She usually talks. She's not now. She says it's a secret. What was I saying? Oh yeah, writing about your emotions. Typing a text and then not sending it, and you realizing that you didn't have to send it, you know, it was all for you to get your emotions out. I also saw 717 on my timer just now, so you guys might be seeing that number a lot as well, with me seeing 1, 7, and 7. Thanks, Sam. I feel like you guys also need to, with the word devotion, I keep getting, what now? With the word devotion, I keep getting, like guided to. I feel like you guys need to put your devotion into important people in your life, who actually care about you, who are devoted and loyal to you. Again, with putting your devotion and your loyalty into the wrong people, even to your kitty, you know, put your devotion into your kitty, love your kitty, tell your kitty you're always going to be there for them, like you tell these lovers that maybe don't feel the same way about you, unfortunately. Right, Em? Yeah. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to pull an oracle card for each quarter of 2020. So one oracle card for each quarter of the new year, 2020. Thank you, Emmy. Hi, Em. Her name is Emerald. I also feel like I see green with you guys. So maybe getting into crystals or something. Meditating with crystals, green. Maybe you guys have a piece of emerald jewelry that you really love, that you wear all the time. Or the spiritual meaning of emerald. I also just almost said Gemini. So Gemini could be the sign of someone in your life, or maybe you're like a Gemini moon or something. Or any other sign could be Gemini in your chart. Gemini also makes me think of green as well for some reason. So maybe you were gifted a piece of emerald jewelry from somebody. something to do with crystals for sure. I don't know the spiritual meaning of gosh, I keep saying Gemini. I don't know the spiritual meaning of emerald off the top of my head, but I'm going to put that in the description. That could be significant for you guys. Oh, man. Things just flying everywhere. Emotions could kind of be everywhere this year for you guys. Just a lot of confusion in your head, energy. Oh my gosh, Gemini card just came out. Gemini was on the floor. So this is also the Lover's card for me. So emotions really coming out in love situations. Needing to focus on your self-love. Balancing as well. Making a choice on whether to stay with this person or not for those of you in a relationship. Do I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? That's a song. So for the first quarter of 2020, I got the 9th house faith card with Neptune on the bottom of the deck. So it feels like having faith in some sort of change. I also recognize the Ouija board and the palm on the card. Maybe you're really trying to get an answer with some sort of spirituality or divination. You could be asking people for a lot of readings or watching a lot of these YouTube readings, trying to get answers on your situation because it just seems so confusing. And maybe you're not meant to know the answer right now. The universe doesn't really want to give you an answer because maybe part of the lesson of why situations are happening in your life is because you need to trust your intuition and trust yourself and make your own decisions. This could be something the universe can't tell you, and this could be more of a crossroads that you're gonna have to make the decision about, and you could go one way or the other. You could break up, you could stay together. I mean, if this is love related. I also saw number 33 on there, so 33 might be a number you guys see a lot as well. I get more of like double numbers, so like 717 or 313 with you guys, as opposed to like 333. Seeing doubles instead of triples in numbers. So Sagittarius, and there's Cosmo. He's my little Sagittarius. Cosmo. So I have Saturn Truth for the second quarter of 2020 for you guys. Also, did I say 2019 at some point? I might have. I would mean 2020 if I did. So Saturn Truth. This is all about trusting for me. This is also, I also got trusting your spirit guides. Following the leader is also what I heard. So this relationship you might be in the second quarter of the year, you're really just trusting and believing whatever this person tells you, even if it might not be true. You're trusting the wrong things. You're believing in the wrong things, it feels like. Or you're believing something that you feel is right, but is it just like wishful thinking that you feel it's right? Or is it genuine? You need to really get in touch with your intuition, because you're seeing, it's like you're believing what you're seeing. And sometimes there's more to something than what you could see with your eyes. Trust your gut feeling. Trust your feelings. The truth comes in your feelings is what I'm saying. This is asking like somebody who does divination, asking for a reading about, should I break up with this person? And they say no. Maybe you're like, they're wrong. I don't believe it. And then, or they give you advice and then you don't take that advice because it's not necessarily advice you want to hear. Even though they're speaking the truth, you might not trust them. So third quarter of 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the third quarter of 2020. I also see this as maybe some sort of shift in your job, like I was talking about earlier. Saturn deals with a lot of timing for me. Some of you guys might have Capricorn or Aquarius in your chart as well. I definitely recommend you guys to watch those readings as well with Saturn here. Saturn's all about growth, right? And learning. Learning is what I hear. Learning how to trust yourself. Change. So change and Jupiter return benefits just came out. So it feels like this could be a job shift for you guys with Saturn. That I mentioned earlier, this job shift could be happening around the middle of the year. Third quarter. Oh, Sagittarius. So that's you guys. Lovely. Temperance, balance. This speaks a lot about, also for me, this is almost like what you see, you believe. So it's like maybe you get laid off from a job and you're like, dang it, this really just like messed everything up. But you can't see that maybe the universe is giving you this or allowing you to be put in a place where you do get laid off of a job or fired, because there's a beautiful new offer coming in that's going to be so much better for you, whether it's to make you happier or to make you more money or to be more along your path. Oh my gosh, North Node, life's purpose. Whatever this, if you're maybe put in a situation where you have to quit your job or possibly you get fired, you lose your job in some way, this is saying that it's for a reason. Maybe you can't see at the time it happens, but it's going to be for a reason that's going to give you so much better in your life. Just like with a breakup, possible breakup again, this could be maybe not a job related thing. This could also, for some of you guys, be that you're breaking up with someone or someone's breaking up with you and you're like, you can't see it in the moment as it's happening, why it's happening, but something so much better is coming in for you guys at some point. I feel like once you get out of this could be some sort of toxic relationship you guys are in. It feels like once you get out of the relationship and maybe into a clear headspace, you're able to see things so much clearer and like, wow, I was really stuck in something that was terrible and thank God that happened, you know? You're able to see the truth once you're out of it. It's like emotions had been clouding you in the past and you had to get out of it to see the truth. So fourth quarter, I have water element sensing. So these are the emotions. Oh, Cosmo. So these are the emotions that I was feeling before. You guys feel a lot. Some of you guys might have water in your chart as well. So like Pisces or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I get more Cancer with this. Somebody in your life could have been a Cancer. This could have been your ex or somebody coming in, or Scorpio. It almost feels like they break up with you or you break up with them. It feels more like they break up with you. And then you're able to see things so much more clearly. And then when they feel like, because you have this spiritual, emotional connection, they might not see it like on social media. They could, but it's like when they see that you're moving on or they feel you're moving on, since you do have that connection, it's like they pop back in and you're like, what the heck, I was just over you. Why are you provoking me? You're pulling me in 1,000 different directions. You're calling me all these names. Yep, this is a love situation. This is, yeah. And it could be kind of based on on more of a sensual reason why you guys are together in the first place. I just don't feel genuine things. It could be that you guys break up and maybe you hook up again at the end of the year, and you're like, all those feelings come rushing in and you're like extra confused again because maybe they say certain things to you, they're manipulating you, they're making you feel some type of way that you wouldn't normally. Or this could be, I mean, I don't really necessarily see this even as career. I see this for most of you guys. I mean, towards the middle of the year, this could be career for some of you guys, but towards the end, I definitely see emotions running high. I also see this as maybe learning to trust your intuition more. And if this person pops back in, you being able to be like, wow, you were so toxic. Everything you're saying to me is so manipulative right now. And you being able to recognize that now, whereas before maybe you couldn't or you didn't want to. I feel like you've always felt these things. It's like you're just trusting yourself more with them. Also, at the end of the year, this could be more putting your emotions into writing, journaling, writing poetry, writing a story about a similar emotional situation that you've gone through, possibly even creating like a blog or like talking about your abusive relationship that you went through and helping other people who are going through the same thing, connecting with people on an emotional level that you haven't before. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull another oracle card for each of these cards from my Queen of the Moon oracle deck. Okay, so first quarter, nourishment. Some of you guys might not be fully taking care of your body in the way you need to in the beginning quarter of 2020. This is reminding you that what you put in your body is so important, and balancing any sort of like junk food or like healthy food. Maybe not putting all your eggs in one basket. Oh my gosh, I just said eggs in one basket, and look, she's kind of like an egg sitting there, and she's in one basket. Oh my gosh. You guys could be like, you could be setting a New Year's resolution to maybe like do a juice cleanse or something, and that's really extreme and dramatic, and maybe figuring out before you get into that and you just disappoint yourself and see it as a failure, even though it wasn't, it was too extreme to begin with. Making sure that you guys are balancing any sort of I mean, it's food. It feels like food for you guys. It feels like you guys need to eat healthier, but don't make it so extreme, because you'll fail if it's so extreme. I mean, I'm gonna eat only fruits and vegetables, only raw. Don't deprive yourself. Also, don't deprive yourself to lose weight if that's gonna be a New Year's resolution for you guys. Just taking care of your body, because your mind, your brain, and the way your brain functions, it's so important to eat healthy and put the right things in your body, because that really helps you guys as that's really going to help your mind and to see clearer. Also, I feel like for some of you guys, this could even be maybe you lost somebody at some point in the past. This might not be anything new, but you could be remembering them extra in the first quarter of the year. Maybe it's the anniversary of their death. It could be their birthday. But it feels like that they're watching over you, and your faith is really helping you realize that they're there. And any signs you're seeing, if you see 333 on the clock, that's them giving you a sign. If you see 444, that's them giving you a sign. Also 7 here, I mentioned 717. in the meditation is a number I got, so that could even be a sign from them that they're watching over you and they're protecting you. Also a sign from your spirit guides. If there's no one really you can think of that you've lost in your life, this could also be a sign from your spirit guides that whatever negative situation you're in, they're protecting you and they're guiding you and they love you. They're reminding you to take care of yourself. Beautiful. Okay, so second quarter of 2020. Second quarter of 2020, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my gosh, I just noticed the moon is cheese in this card. That's so funny. You guys might be like cutting out dairy for the new year. Or maybe you're like going vegan or something, some of you guys. It could just be like a very spiritual reason why you're changing your diet or doing whatever you're doing. Again, I felt like you loving animals in the meditation. You could be realizing that you don't want to contribute to that anymore. So you're cutting out meat. You could be becoming vegan or just cutting out dairy, just like starting something new. I wouldn't recommend, especially with the extremes I was feeling here, I wouldn't recommend doing it all at once, or maybe throughout December kind of cutting little things out as you go. But yeah, I feel like you're going towards that path. And speaking of the path, I have the path card here for the second quarter of 2020. Saturn, truth, and the path. I feel like this, I literally wrote self-love on my notes during the meditation of you guys. So I feel like this is really important. I feel like you guys are starting on a new path in the second quarter of 2020. It feels like you guys, when this card comes out for me, it feels like you guys know where you need to be going, but there's some sort of thing stalling that, whether it be yourself, your environment, somebody you're with, something else. If this is the toxic situation or relationship you guys are in, this could almost be them putting you down or making you feel like you can't do what you want to do. So I mean, that manipulation could make you feel like you can't walk up the ladder and leave into this beautiful, sunny new beginning. I also see the window being really important for some reason. Some of you guys might, there could be a window of opportunity. That word, the window, that could be a literal window, maybe if that resonates for any of you guys. I just see like this also of like the window of opportunity. When that opportunity presents itself, you need to take it to walk up this path and go towards something else. This could be like a fight you have with somebody you're with, and it's like that window of opportunity that you could leave, you need to leave. Self-love on the bottom of the deck. Loving yourself. Setting boundaries. Oh my gosh, this is such a relationship. You're afraid to leave. You're afraid to set boundaries because of what they'll say to you, because they manipulated you so much. This could be a love situation, a family member. This could be anyone, but you need to do what you're intuitively being guided to do because you love yourself. You need to love yourself. Loving yourself, doing this, leaving this person, changing, having the shift, seeing the truth, going up that ladder into this new path is going to show the universe, show yourself how much you love yourself. It almost feels like I'm doing this favor for myself. Thank you, self. Thank you. That's what it feels like. Okay, so third quarter of the year 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Third quarter of the year 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, this could be career as well. If this isn't romantic, this could be going towards something that you dream about in career, starting in the second quarter of 2020. So with the Sagittarius card, I got the masculine. Also pleasure on the bottom of the deck. It feels like possibly your sacral chakra could be off balance. Maybe you're missing this person for only reasons that are like physical. You're not missing them emotionally, but you're missing somebody physically, and you could be kind of being like frustrated with that. I feel like, again, self-love, super important. Love yourself, whether it be emotionally, physically, focusing on yourself, giving love a pause for a second. And when you do find love, it'll be worth it. Taking this break, you know, to love yourself, because the right person isn't going to come in right away, you know. And if you go looking for that person, I think you're going to come across the same problems. You're going to continue the cycle. The cycle's just going to go all over again because it's going to be the wrong person. Having patience here. Releasing the past and blossoming into this new person. Again, blossoming, 33. So you guys are seeing 33 a lot. Also, I mean, that's a huge sign for you guys. It feels like that Spirit's watching over you. And it's like, if you're having any trouble and you ask, you pray to whoever you believe in, you pray, you ask for help, you ask for guidance, you see 33. That's a sign for you guys that you're doing the right thing. You're good, you're safe, you're fine. They're protecting you. I also see this as a spirit guide, possibly. That is a male that's passed away, watching over you and protecting you in whatever you're doing. Could be like a grandpa, could be an older male, but for a lot of you it feels like a younger male. Maybe this is somebody from the past. I'm sorry, had to take a pause. I just heard something weird outside. Anyway, so like I was saying, it feels like this masculine card could be somebody who's crossed over, who's a spirit guide, masculine energy. Maybe not a spirit guide, but they're watching over you and they're helping to protect you. And they're a huge part of your faith and what you believe in. I also saw 33 on my timer just then. So 33, a huge number for you guys. 44 as well. Okay, so fourth quarter of 2020. The masculine energy is also being bold and being confident in yourself and being a leader. So learning to trust yourself and know that there's masculine energy within yourself as well. And it feels like maybe your feminine energy really takes over a lot of the time, and that could be one of the reasons why you're like attracting such toxic people into your life, because this feminine energy is so strong and this emotional empathic energy is so strong, so they know they can take advantage of you. So learning to balance your feminine and masculine energy is super important. So fourth quarter of 2020, I got the growth card with water element. So I love these two together. This feels like you're really transforming emotionally and emotionally growing. In the last quarter of 2020, you guys might be presented with an experience. Maybe this ex comes back into your life and you have to shut them down. And then the universe is like, congratulations, you grew, you did that, you learned that lesson. And that's what this all was for, to stand your ground and to trust the masculine energy within you guys. Stand strong in what you believe and what you feel, and not allow people to take advantage of you. I love those two together. Emotionally growing. learning how to cope with your emotions as well. Any negative emotions, like I said before, writing them down, putting them into art, poetry. Maybe you're writing music even, listening to music. I love that. Okay. So onto the tarot cards. I'm going to pull, and I just cut the deck with the devil. So, manipulative person in your life, not a good person to be around. Okay. So I'm going to pull a tarot card for each month of 2020. So January 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That was quick. 10 of Wands. You guys could be feeling in January really overwhelmed by everything going on, everything everybody's telling you. It feels like your plate, you have too much on your plate, so much going on. This is Wands, so is action. So you guys in work might be super busy in January. Or this could also be like, I have so much on my plate, nothing's changing, and I'm getting really impatient. I feel like you guys need to be assured that everything's going to work out, and anything, have faith, like the oracle says, that everything's going to work out. I also noticed the kitty on her back, the orange kitty. Some of you guys could have an orange kitty or be adopting an orange kitty. Most of these cards are all black kitties since it's the Witch Oracle deck. But I also noticed on the bottom of the deck I have strength here. So, and that, I mean, it's a big kitty, but she's orange. She's tan. Maybe you're adopting like a blonde or orange kitty, or that's the kitty that you have now. Being a really big comfort for you guys in stressful situations. Your cat's a huge, your cat could be a huge therapy almost animal for you guys. You can tell them anything and they won't judge you. Emmy's right here again. Right now. Emmy loves to talk. So it's like you talk to your kitties maybe, and it's like you tell them everything that's going on. You feel like they tell you things that are going on, right, Emmy? Okay, she doesn't want to talk right now. She says it's a secret. She's a Scorpio. It's secret. But yeah, feeling really burdened. A lot of burdens on you. Those burdens could be placed on you by other people, or just feeling a lot of like expectations to live up to, maybe as well, from other people, as well as yourself. Maybe you have a lot of expectations for this new year to be better. Maybe you're seeing all these posts on Twitter, on Instagram. It's like 2020 is going to be the best year ever, and you have all these expectations for it to be the best year, but that could be kind of limiting you. So Knight of Pentacles for February 2020. It feels like you guys could be starting something, going towards something in career. This could also be maybe changing jobs, starting school, maybe just focusing on school more to get your mind off all this other stuff going on. I also see this as either school or work being very taxing on you. Like there's just a lot going on in school or work. This could also be an earth sign in your life, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This feels like a more positive person. Maybe you're able to, this is a friend that you can talk about your relationship to, talk about your career, talk about all your stresses to. With the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck, this is somebody that you just feel a lot of love around. This could also be a water sign, so maybe a Scorpio. March 2020, Sagittarius, Sagittarius. I almost said Capricorn, so could be a Capricorn, or you guys could have Capricorn in your chart. Oh my gosh. Say hi, Cosmo. He's a Sagittarius. Being crazy and adventurous and fun. So in February, this could also, this could be a Capricorn. Like I said, I almost said Capricorn. So March 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So I have the Page of Cups for March 2020. Like I said before, putting your emotions into art, possibly. This could be you painting actually, or more so writing. And this could also be maybe dealing with a Scorpio. This person could be a Scorpio, this other person, or a Cancer that you're dealing with, just emotionally immature. Goes for the lowest blows of them all, thinks that they're like the coolest person ever, but is actually like super lame. Super lame and immature emotionally, really manipulative and toxic. It's like they push away their own emotions so much that they just like pretend that that their emotions like don't influence other people, that what they're saying doesn't deal with other people. It's like because they push their emotions away so much, they feel like other people don't have the emotions that they have. They don't know how to deal with their emotions. They get manipulative and toxic. And of course, if any water sign doesn't know how to handle themselves, handle their emotions, deal with their emotions maturely, then they can get manipulative and toxic. So this could be a water sign you're dealing with in March. I feel like this Knight of Pentacles, I almost said Capricorn. This Capricorn, maybe you have Capricorn in your chart, or this could be a friend that gives you really good advice and helps you be grounded and maybe understands you in a way that other people don't. So April 2020. April 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. King of Cups for April 2020. So it's really interesting that we had the Page of Cups, then in the very next month, the King of Cups. So this could be two different people, but I more so feel like this is the same person handling themselves, whether it may be handling themselves better, or this could even be you sticking up for yourself. If any of you, maybe you guys are a Scorpio Sun and this is your Venus reading that you're listening to, this could be you sticking up for yourself. You're the king, they're the page. Or they're the page here and they turn into the king because they realize that you stood up for yourself in some way, or you found something out, and then they have to like do damage control almost. They have to appear to be something that they're not in order to keep you where they want you to be. I more so feel like this is you though, for most of you guys. Of course, it could be any of those ways that I talked about. Evolving is what I heard. This could even be you, the page, and the king. If you guys are a water sign or have water in your chart, this could be you evolving into someone who understands emotions more and is able to stand up for themselves emotionally and not take it like you've been taking it from a manipulative person. May 2020. for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, May 2020. It might be that you guys in March were kind of self-sabotaging, and then you realized what you were doing in April, and you were able to do damage control with yourself. So energies of people can be vice versa. This could be someone else I'm talking about, or yourself. So May 2020. May 2020. So Six of Cups is walking away from something. She has baggage. This is like a brand new change, a shift, walking away from a relationship. This is likely, this is a lot of times a breakup for me, but it's almost like I had to do it because Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck is like success. You knew you had to do it. You feel like so much, you feel like all this is coming off of you, all this baggage, all this weight is lifted off of you. With the wind I'm also seeing in this card, it's just like whew, light as a feather. All this baggage, all this weight of this person is off of me. I feel so much better. It's like I said before, all of a sudden when you're out of the relationship, when you're out of the toxic relationship, it's like you see so much clearer. But when you're in it, you have this cloud around you just because you're in it. It's almost like you might even need, this King of Cups could be someone that gives you advice, possibly like a father figure, just another masculine energy. This could also be feminine, doesn't matter so much, but this could be someone that gives you advice that you need to get out of a relationship, that you need to see the truth. Maybe they're able to give you the truth to help you down this path of leaving the relationship, walking away from something unstable, whether it be a job. This could be you leaving a toxic job or a toxic relationship. June 2020. Four of Pentacles. If this is a job, this is maybe walking away from a job and maybe being a little bit tight with money for a while in this period of transition and career shift. If this is walking away from a relationship for you guys, it could also be feeling tight on money for a while because maybe this person you were in a relationship with was like the provider. That could have been a way that they manipulated you and kept you in the relationship because it's like they were saying, you need me for money. So yeah. It's like you guys are going to be left out in the cold financially for a while. This person's so bitter. They're so bitter. They're like, they want you all to themselves. And then when they can't, they just like go for every low blow, manipulate everything. Five of Pentacles is a career transition. So for some of you, this is like maybe getting out of a relationship that you were in because this, well, not because this person had money, but I mean, for some of you could have been, since I almost said that, but this could be a relationship that you guys were in that somebody convinced you that you needed to be in because they had money. And then when you leave the relationship, you're going to have to be on your own and get a job and figure out how you're going to work and do the things you want to do. But yeah, this could also be moving around this time, moving cities, getting away from this person, or just moving in general for a job. Possibly some of you guys could be moving for a job. July 2020. One of the times I get like so I have Five of Pentacles here. So this could be moving for a job, or this in June and July being like a transition period financially in career. Maybe you're moving, maybe you have to like go through something legally to get stuff out of this house that you shared with somebody because they were so bitter and they kicked you out in the cold. Literally, this card is like, this gives me the phrase left out in the cold. So it's like, even if it's not cold in July. It feels like you were emotionally and physically left out in the cold, like you had to go get a hotel the first time you, like when you broke up with this person, or they broke up with you, they just kicked you out in the cold, threw your stuff in trash bags on the side of the street or something super petty like that. And you had to figure out where to go next. You had to move. It's like they just cut everything off. I think somebody will offer to help you here if that's the situation, if you're left out in the cold or if you don't know where to go. I think somebody will offer to help you. This could be this friend that I talked about in the past. I just feel like you guys are going to have to get a job pretty quick, or get a new job pretty quick if this is career and you guys feel left out in the cold by your job. Maybe you're laid off and they didn't really give you a reason why you were laid off. Makes me feel like they like laid you off. Oh. It makes me feel like they laid you guys off possibly because of you were about to get benefits maybe. And it's just like one of those jobs. I know Amazon does this. Some of you guys could work for Amazon. But I know Amazon, like, they had a scandal before, allegedly, where they were laying people off right before they got benefits, so they didn't have to give them benefits. Poppy, please. Okay. So August 2020. August 2020. I'm going to take this one, the Devil. So I have the Devil here. Here's that manipulative energy. It almost feels like somebody who turns on you, to be honest. There could be multiple people in your life in 2020 who are toxic and just want money, and it's like somebody comes across as one way in the beginning, but then it turns out that they're a completely different person than you thought they were, or their intentions were never really genuine. Cookie, please. Cookie, please. Stop. My cats are like going crazy in this reading. I don't think they like the energy that's coming through. Anyway. It's, oh my gosh. Okay, so this is crazy. So in this card, Poppy! Poppy, please. Please get down. Thank you. This is so funny. So it's like there's these two kids here. The Devil's coming behind them like, look, I got candy. I got money. This goes back to the beginning of the year, possibly needing to eat healthier. Stop giving in to temptation with like sweets and stuff. Maybe you guys love sweets. This is you guys, it's like the cats are warning them, as my cats are like going crazy back there and being weird. It's like the cats are trying to warn them because they know the energy's negative and toxic. Your cat could start acting weird if you guys have a cat. Again, the orange cat. There's not many orange cats in this deck. So that's really interesting that the few orange cats that are in this deck have come out. So your cat could try to warn you or start acting weird when certain things are about to happen, and you need to trust that and trust your intuition. Somebody is just going to try to manipulate you. It's like somebody, you could get a text from somebody and read it and feel like so low, and then kind of, I don't want to say give in to the manipulation. You could be manipulated by whatever this person's saying, and then your cat comes and lays on you or starts purring in your face like they're trying to get your attention to stop, and you need to listen to that. It's like these cats are being, or dogs, whatever animal. I'm just getting cats because there's cats in the cards, and my cats are crazy. This could be just an animal trying to get your attention or starting to act weird when they know something's going on. So October 2020. October 2020. I got the Fool for October 2020. It just feels like you guys are starting fresh. You're out of this toxic situation, or you're able to see more clearly that it's toxic now, and you're going towards something just like, I don't care where I'm going, I just gotta go there, and I gotta get out of here, and I gotta get away. I know anywhere is better than where I was kind of energy in October. I also got the Death card on the bottom of the deck. So major transformation. You guys could be moving this month, whereas you might have been in a transition period this month, or this person was kind of in and out of your life for a minute. But this could be when you actually move and get away from this person. You're like so happy and excited and like, God, it's been a long time coming. Like, I gotta get out of here. I also see, I saw a butterfly on the window. Like, there's this like stained glass thing we have on our window that's a butterfly. And I also see these birds as like butterflies. So this represents transformation. This represents death and rebirth for me. So it's like there's like a total rebirth happening in October for you guys. Total rebirth and transformation. And underneath the Death card, I have the Tower. So sudden change, sudden transformation out of something that could have been negative. Very obviously negative. This beautiful change comes from that. And the growth and the beauty that comes from a negative change. That can come from a negative change if you allow it to come from that negative change. So for November, I have the Six of Wands. I love to see it. We love to see it. Success. People, it's almost like when you get away from this person, when you break up, when you get away from this job, when you're fully out of whatever toxic situation this is, you're going to have like an aura about you. It feels like people are going to be like, wow, what did you do? So it's like this, I want to change my diet at the beginning of the year to maybe you have some acne going on and you want to change your diet to help your acne. It's like nothing you do diet-wise is helping your acne because it's coming from stress. Maybe you feel down because somebody put you down and it was coming from stress. You're trying to feel better with your diet, but it was all the stress, but you couldn't see that because you didn't want to get out of it yet. So not that, but somebody didn't want you to get out of it yet. So the Six of Wands is just like beautiful success. Progression is what I also hear. So it's like everything's going to progress really quickly. You're moving on, it feels like, with the sixes coming out. Also the Moon on the bottom of the deck, you have a lot of secrets and a lot of healing that you're going to need to do eventually. And it might be good to maybe get a therapist, talk to somebody. If you need to, really invest in your mental health, because I feel like it could be needed around here. Holding it all in isn't going to help. Creating these illusions in your mind, second guessing things that you might have done. This breakup, it's like you're going back, you're like, should I have done it this way? It's like you're replaying things in your head. It's almost like you're traumatized from what happened. So definitely talking to somebody is going to help, so they can help you put the puzzle pieces together, help you see things more clearly. Okay, last but not least, December 2020. What's going on in December 2020? December 2020 for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so Five of Wands. This is confrontation, maybe, okay. So, before, as I was saying, it's like somebody texts you, or you try to you almost send this text, you type it all out, but then you don't send it. It feels like maybe somebody messages you and you really go back and forth. You're like, should I respond? You type this whole thing out, and then you can choose to respond or not respond. Just saw 33 on the timer again. So it feels like you guys could get yourself into a little argument or confrontation with this person from your past, this ex, any toxic energy, friend, family, whoever, maybe even this person's family. Like this toxic person tells them everything that you did wrong and manipulates them, and then they come for you or try and put you down for something just because they're believing the other person. It feels like you could get in some sort of confrontation or argument, but you guys know yourself now. You're out of this situation for this past couple months. You've healed. You're continuing to heal. That's going to be a long road, of course, but it feels like you're out of this toxic situation, and this person comes back in once they feel like you might have moved on, and they try to start something, and you're not going to take it. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You're feeling good. You're feeling stable. You're feeling balanced within yourself. You're not going to allow that energy into your life again. This could also, if it has nothing to do with this toxic person, this could also be maybe friends you have a falling out with that don't understand boundaries or why you need to heal in the first place or what exactly happened. It's like they're trying to give you their opinion. You're like, you don't even know what happened, okay? You don't know what I went through. Just stop. I feel like you're just saying, just stop. I don't want to hear it. King of Pentacles, you're feeling stable. It's like you don't need this in your life anymore. And it's like with the Death card underneath that, I see this rope here. I explained this in another reading as well. It was, might have been Capricorn. Could have been Aquarius too. But some of you guys might have Aquarius or Capricorn in your chart. But I feel like, hi Connor. I feel like it's almost like you're cutting ties with a lot of people in your life near the end of this year. This rope is like about to break. So it's like a lot of people are just leaving your life because you're cutting them out because they're not meant to be in your life. You realize that you need healthy, respectful people in your life, and they're not giving you what you need. They're just putting you down or making you feel down, and you know you don't need that. Growth. Having stable friendships, stable home, a stable job, stability. I noticed all the roots down there. It's like the roots are holding her to this egg. Also the clock. Oh my gosh, did I mention a clock before? There's a clock right there. I never noticed that before. Timing. Timing and allowing things to grow after solid roots have been grown. It's like the roots have to grow first, right? You might not see the plant right away, but the roots have been growing. You've been working. You know, you might not see the results of everything you've been doing right away, but eventually you will, because you know you've been working hard. Emotions have to come before physical change for you guys, and it feels like that's what's happening. Oh, I love that. This was a little bit of a heavy energy. Say hi, Connor. That's Connor. He's my little Taurus. Right? So I wish you guys the best of luck this year. I know this was a little heavy, and I'm sorry if you guys maybe got a little bummed by hearing all this. But know that beautiful things are going to happen from this, beautiful lessons. And if this isn't toxic energies that are happening in the present this year, this is dealing with things from the past and learning to move on. This is just definitely going to be a year for you guys of growth and change, healing, just healing this year. Again, 33, a number that you guys are going to be seeing a lot, 333, 44, 717. So yeah, I think that's about it. I hope this reading was able to give you guys some clarity and some guidance for the new year. And I wish you guys the best. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. If this is your sun sign, if this isn't, sun sign too. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.